Telling you. Hi, all of y'all. Today it's October, I believe, 21st, 2024. So now I've been in my job for 2 weeks now. Well, my training was done, completely done on last Thursday, and I had Friday off. And then last Friday, I went ahead and I worked on this RAV4 because it needed a wheel bearing. So I replaced that. And I had a little trouble with it because, I had to hop stores to finally find the right size the ratchet. And then finally when I got it, it's like somehow the drive axle, the threads of it got stripped pretty badly, and because of it, that drive axle, I couldn't put it in all the way on the bearing. I could not bolt on the drive axle all the way, so I had to go buy a whole new drive axle because of it. And here's the old one. Anyways, see, I stripped the hell out of it, and I had to use a cutter to remove the bolt, and I had to buy a whole new drive axle because I messed up. $120. Yeah, this is the bolt that I had to cut off. I had to cut this off because I was not able to remove it. It took me several hours to get the job right. And God had another windy day, and somehow it blew the basketball court, and it hit this car, and it broke this mirror. And I just fixed it whatever way so we could use it. So that blew my entire Friday right there. Blew my entire Friday. So anyway, so for the update, 2 weeks. I've been in this job for 2 weeks. I like it so far. The training is all done, so I'm all on my own starting today. I have to leave in about half an hour, yes, because I need to leave by 1 o'clock to get there by 2. So I need an hour to get there. It takes an hour for me to get there with the traffic. But going home, it takes me only a half an hour. It depends on the time. Well, usually, because I had the shift from 6 o'clock p.m. until 4 o'clock in the morning, 10-hour shift for 2 weeks. That's done now. So now my shift is going to be from 2 o'clock p.m. until 8:30. 8:30, 6 hours. That's not bad. I like the idea of 6-hour days, though. I like that, though. Because that way, it's much better than these 10 and 12-hour days, though. A lot better than that. I'll do 12-hour days, but if I could just work 3 days, then that would be great. But, I'll do 10 hours, for 4 days. That's what I was doing, for 2 weeks. But anyway, 30 hours. I got my first check. $20.50 an hour. So I got close to $800 on my first check. Well, $750 on my first check. And then I'm going to get another one like it this week. So anyway, you know what's crazy about my job? The lady who trained me and everything for the rules and all that stuff. Well, this company is really big on the safety, which is pretty nice. It's a good thing. I would say. I don't have a problem with that, But and then because they have what they call halo rules in my job. In this job, they call it halo rules, which is kind of like a light around the forklift. It has like a little light, like a bar of light. It's like the 15-15 rule, 15-15 3 feet rule. They're really strict on that. Well, like one of those rules is like if you're gonna if I'm picking up a pallet with the high reach, then the people on the other side have to wait till I'm done, and before they can go ahead and go into that spot directly behind me. or I cannot pick up a pallet if someone else is there already on the other side. Well, anyway, and with the lady though, was telling me that, I mean, that how you call it, that like the training, because there was like 14 people, 16 total, 16 people that was training like 2 weeks ago, and apparently only 5 of us remain of the 16. Yeah, only 5 of us, and I'm one of them. So, and she did tell me, or she did say that, I mean, that, how I call it, that like it's only like 90%. Well, it's only like 10%, maybe 15% of people, new hires, make it past the 2 weeks. Only like 10 to 15% make it past the 2 weeks. And apparently I was one of them anyway. And then, you know, so yeah, apparently, I mean, I was one of them. I mean, and then the other thing, you know, like it's like they were praising me. They're actually praising me for my job, for the job I was doing. Well, they were praising me because they said that I was pretty quick to learn all the things that, well, it's because I have experience. That's why, I mean, but anyway, well, that helps. But they were really, they were really praising on how I was doing my job, especially with the safety in mind, because, you know, that's just how I'm built. That's how I am. I'm just really cautious about everything I do in my job, like making sure that everything's good to go, like where I don't want to be making any mistakes, you know, and breaking something, because it's, yeah, that's just how I am anyway. Well, anyway, they're really praising me about it. And then, so it does appear to me that they like me there, I guess I would say. I mean, yeah, I mean, they like me. I mean, they like me so far. I mean, because otherwise, I mean, yeah, I mean, so it's like, you know, you kind of figure for me, you know, like if this is a temporary job, you know, like I don't even know if they would want to bother training for 2 weeks, like paying 40 hours a week for 2 weeks to train, to just keep me for a couple weeks or something. I don't think a job would do that, would they? I mean, because, I mean, it's considered a temporary position, but I mean, like, it would make me wonder, like, would they want to spend 2 weeks of training only to want to keep me for a couple weeks? I don't even know. I don't know how they would. I don't know. I mean, but anyway, so I could probably see this job coming along. I could probably see it, I guess I could say, unless, of course, my performance was subpar to their liking and stuff. But they'll look at that, of course. For the high reach I'm driving, that's a high reach forklift. That's my position. So I'll be picking up pallets like from like six racks high and stuff. So, you know, I'll be driving a high reach like I did with my other job. But, you know, this new job, it reminds me of my last job. It's everything like my last job. I mean, I did the same thing, exactly almost the same thing. You know, pallet picks, putaways. While you forklift drivers would know that language. I know I'll be pallet picks and putaways and replans. You know, you high reach drivers would know that language. Yeah, anyway, so that's what but you know, it seems to me with how I would compare this job with my last job, this one I think would be a bit more easier, because on my last job, when I used to do pallet picks, I would pick up the pallets and then I had to wrap it. And then I had to put the labels and then stage it. But with this job, I only pick up the pallets and then I stage it. That's it. I don't have to put any labels or wrap it. So that's the part I like. And then, you know, they don't even want us to actually do anything physical. Yeah, believe it or not, they don't want us to do anything physical. The only thing physical that we need to do is just unwrap the pallets of the plastic, you know, like for the replans. That's it. I mean, they don't even want us to carry the pallets. They don't want us to even carry the empty pallets. They want us to just use the forklift to bring the empty pallets out of the areas and put them away. I mean, so So the way I see it, I don't even have to get out of the forklift at all. I mean, except for replants to unwrap the plastic and stuff. But that's it. I mean, so anyway, so that's my status. 2 weeks. I'm gonna be working my 3rd week now. And so I asked about if I could go home early on Thursday next week. They said, yeah, they're fine with it. Like to get up early. I just want to get up 1 hour early. That's it. I mean, I don't need to take the day off. I just want to get up early. They say yes, it's fine. Well, apparently they said yes without hesitation because they like me. They like me already, which is a good thing. It's a way of showing proof on what type of person I am, you know. Because they could probably already see that I'm a good person. So, yeah, so that was my update. So far, I like the job. I mean, I like it, I guess, I would say. Yeah, why not? I like it so far. I mean, I think this 6-hour shift is going to be pretty interesting because at least I don't have to work through to the night anymore. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have to work graveyard anymore. But I think they probably do have a graveyard shift. I don't know if I could try doing that or not, but I think I'll just do this shift for a little while and then I'll see what I can do. I mean, next, after that. So, okay, well, I hope you liked this update. So, alright, I'll see you on the next video. I'll see y'all.